Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm your host, Scott Ramf.
And I'm also your host, Noelle McAvoy. Good morning. It is Monday, the 14th.
Oof.
Christmas is in about 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
OMG. Are you excited for Santa?
Oh, yeah. It should be fun.
What'd you ask Santa for Christmas?
I got my hoverboard, so I didn't even ask for my hoverboard, and I still got it. I was like,
Santa
whatever.
knew.
It's great.
Cool.
It's like he knew before I knew I wanted that.
Yeah.
And then hopefully it doesn't catch fire.
Yeah, I hope so too, yeah.
But I'm kind of hoping for the fire because it's supposed to get really cold the rest of this week, Master of Segways.
Oh, well.
Come on, Segway. Oh, no, it's loading.
Oh, good. So if you guys haven't heard, all the Segways, there are a few Segways that have caught on fire. They're the knockoff ones that have started to be made like in different countries that aren't the real ones, and they're catching on fire.
Yeah.
So hopefully Scott's doesn't.
It was from another country.
But here's our weather.
All right, here's weather. It is currently 32 degrees outside, but of course you will have to bundle up a little more as things are going to get a little bit colder throughout the week. You're going to expect your highs to be in your 20s and your lows to be the teens, and by Wednesday night you can low as 7 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like negative 5 Celsius or so.
Yeah, it's getting cold. Yep. Well, I'm excited. I hope it's
Why nice. Are you excited, Noelle?
Because it's winter.
It is?
And it's Christmas. But also, I am going out of the state for winter, and I'm going somewhere warm.
Yep.
So I'm really excited about that.
Well, Noelle's going on the run. I'll be holding down the fort here at Wake Up Missoula Studios. Of course, I keep on calling it Wake Up Missoula Studios or MCAT Studios. It's MCAT Studios. It's Wake Up Missoula and MCAT Studios.
Yeah.
See our tarps here, so it's just like we're saying, it's like leaving your jacket on a seat in a movie theater. It's like, this belongs to 5 people.
Yeah.
I only have one jacket. One jacket doesn't spread out to 5 seats.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. But good thing you can put up those cup holders and lay down.
Oh, yeah. Sleeping. Man, movie theaters are great. I haven't been to a movie in a long time. What was the last movie you saw in theaters?
The most recent Hunger Games.
Oh, how was it?
I wasn't really paying attention. I fell asleep. I didn't know. I don't really remember the last time I actually fell asleep during a movie. No, it was Sahara was the last time I watched fell asleep during a movie. You know, the Matthew McConaughey movie. I just fell asleep. It was like, what is this movie about? They're looking for treasure. It's basically National Treasure without Nicolas Cage.
With pirates.
Yeah,
with Matthew McConaughey.
It was they looked for like a weird southern pirate ship or whatever back in the day. It was so weird.
That treasure craze. It was a weird movie.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course, get ridiculous with us by logging on to our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. I am on fire. Let's keep on moving this forward. And of course, my computer is not moving forward, and I just clicked on our tab that goes to our Facebook page, which is technically loading. I don't know what's going on. This is just going to be a very common occurrence happening. Oh, don't.
Okay, so
I just clicked on something else.
Facebook. You can like us on Twitter.
Yes.
You can like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter at MCAT TV Missoula. And you can like us on MCAT on Facebook as well. And to find out more about us, you can just check us out on MCAT.org.
Yeah.
And Saturdays, we have our drop-in stop-motion animation camp. We had one over the weekend, and it was really fun. We actually took a field trip, and so we'll have a video of that later on.
But of course, we have a lot going on for today. Of course, Noelle can attest to that. But we do have some programming on tonight that I want to show you, and hopefully, if I click on this button, it will pop up. But I'm just going to talk a little bit more about this because we do have a lot of programs happening tonight and tomorrow night, but mostly tomorrow night. It's more about the University of Montana education system, and they're going to figure that out. So.
In 1964, a group of Japanese socialist politicians came to Beijing and had a meeting.
Yeah, that's going to happen a lot today.
And they came to apologize for Japanese aggression. And Mao Zedong said, oh, don't do it. You don't need to apologize because without Japan's attacking China, I wouldn't be in power. Now, that's not something that contemporary Chinese focus on, to put it mildly, but I think Mao Zedong was correct. The 1937-1945 war, in which Japan attacked and tried to control China, was the period in which the Chinese Communist Party expanded enormously.
What is the university, what is higher education's obligation to help, one, stop the conflict? How do we create societies in which people can disagree, have different religions, have different cultural norms and values, and not kill one another? So it's the New Century Scholar idea.
So we have, recognizing that we're a public institution, we have a constitutional provision statute that says when somebody has done their time, they've done their time. We don't continue to punish them. Also, what we look at, we have an admissions review committee. So if somebody's flagged as having been convicted of a crime, including a sexual offense, the admissions review committee will look at that and evaluate really with the safety of the campus community in mind. One, should they be admitted? Is the campus community at risk? Looking at things like recency, severity, maybe there's restrictions put on. If somebody is admitted, they might not live in a residence hall, things like that. So it's an individual assessment with the primary purpose being we want to make sure that our campus community remains safe.
Hello, you guys. So that's the new programming that's happening on channel 189. Right now that we've got some events going on, but as we were talking about earlier, our computer is slow and loading. So now we're playing the waiting game. It is loading now. Do, 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 do. Perfect.
Did it load yet?
Yep.
It should be all ready to go.
It sure is. All right. That was a musical interlude by Asaph Adonai.
Yeah.
And now we've got some events. So starting at 9:30 a.m. over at Missoula Gymnastics, they've got their family fun time. This is the open gym for ages walking to 12 years. And then over at preschool, at the Bitterroots, they've got their preschool playgroup that starts at 11. This is ages walking to 5 years, so it's kind of like a younger crowd. And so they just set up different activities and stations around the gym, and then parents and children get to rotate and choose what they want to do. And then over at Montgomery Distillery, they've got their giving back to their hang on one sec, sorry guys. So Montgomery Distillery has got their Moscow Monday, yes, where they redistribute the wealth. And $1 from each cocktail sold just goes to a nonprofit in the area. And then Bridge Group is over at the Senior Center starting at 1 p.m. And that's the Beginner's Brush Up group. And then Duplicate Bridge is starting to happen, and that's at Garden City, Duplicate Bridge. And so that's at 1 p.m. as well. And so that's also beginner's games and lessons. Over at Missoula Public Library, there's an electronics exploration starting at 3 p.m. If you want to figure out how to use these cool platforms that they have in their electronic maker space, you can check that out. Starts at 3, in the public library. And then Taste Buds Kitchen has got a cooking science workshop. They're making cardamom coconut cookies. So it's $20 per child, and it starts at 4.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Top Hat Lounge, they've got their live recorded shows of the Grateful Dead starting at 5. So live recorded music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s of the Grateful Dead. They've got lots of drink specials and trivia and fun activities that go along with that. And then over at Bernice's Bakery, they're having the Riverfront Neighborhood Leadership Meeting. Starts at 5:30. They're just going to be talking about their neighborhood and things that they can, ways to improve it. Then over at Plonk, it's their Service Industry Night. Oh, excuse me. Plonk has got their Service Industry Night. Or if you work in the service industry, you can tell them that, and then they'll give you an exclusive menu that has cheaper appetizers and deals. Yeah. And then after that, there's something else, but it's taking a little while to load. So, Scott, have you ever been to Service Industry Night?
No, I have not.
It's pretty good. It's good. It's not bad. They have a cheese plate that's only $8, and that's pretty great. And then drink specials are really nice. Yeah. Okay. Starting to move again. Over at the public library, they've got a beginning word class.
At the public library.
Yeah.
So you'll learn about Microsoft Word, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They will, you can learn how to manipulate the text and font, do a different, learn how to create a document, all the different things for, Microsoft Word.
Cool.
So just call 721-2665 to sign up. And then over at REI, they have a ski and snowboard tuning basics class. And you can just learn all the informational things and tips and tricks that you need to do to learn how to tune your snowboard and wax it. But it's instructional, so you don't need to bring your board or skis. And then there is a free ULA class over at the ULA studio. And ULA is like Zumba, but it was created in Missoula, so that's why it's called ULA. But yeah, it's just dance mania, pretty much. Top 40 hits and they just dance around. So it starts at 6:30. And then there's a city council meeting in the city council chambers at 7.
Do you mind if I just cut you off there? Because I do have a little description from the thing. I was going to talk about city council tonight, and I don't think this is a good little segue into I brought up a brief description of what they're going to be talking about today, and one of the things is that they're trying to determine a property line and about the minimum amount of size of space that they can do certain projects and certain designs to make it look. It's mostly for a new design review process that'll help streamline the way that buildings want to build pavilions or awnings or that kind of thing, and not disrupt their creative flow, I guess.
Okay.
So the other week, one of the big things that happened was they wanted to streamline it, but they wanted to deal with the right of way that was in front of the Thomas Mar bar. They wanted to make a little patio right in front of it. Originally, they did pass it, of course, but of course they wanted to make it, but also it would disrupt the right of way flow, which is technically just your sidewalk. You're walking on the sidewalk, and you see a little patio with people eating, hanging out, and then you just walk. I guess you just have to walk right around and through them, which it happens. There's only a couple places that have this, but Thomas Mar Bar wants to do in front of them. They probably get a little less foot traffic than the main part of Higgins Road, because if you go in front of the Catalyst is ridiculous with all those tables outside. And I've walked in front of them so many times, and then you catch eyes with people, and it's leave me alone.
Your food looks good, yum. I also wonder if the sidewalks on Higgins, where the Catalyst is, and where the Plunk is if those sidewalks are wider than the ones where Thomas Mar Bar is out in front of, on Pine Street. Just because I would think that Higgins, would have more foot traffic than Pine Street wouldn't in that area.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the reason that works and those patios do work and you can still walk by them comfortably is because the sidewalk's bigger. But and Marbar, they just want to extend out into the street, but also they'd have to think of a way to allow people to walk through or even walk around some way that where it wouldn't jog up traffic and wouldn't make people feel weird or uncomfortable.
So they're having a public hearing on this, and you're more than welcome to log onto the website, the City of Missoula website, which is ci.missoula.mt.us. Of course, now we have some more events happening that night if you do not want to go to City Council and get involved with your local government.
Yeah, we have a very interesting discussion and lecture at the university in the Gallagher Business Building in room 109. It's called Biodiversity and BOMIO, Highlights and Challenges.
Because Missoula is known for diversity.
Yeah. So Andy Boyce is a fourth-year PhD student at the University of Montana. And he's discussing his work researching tropical birds, as well as highlighting some of Borneo's animal species.
I wonder what his credit score is.
Yeah, me too. All right, room L09 or L09. That's where they're gonna be meeting. Yeah, so that starts at 7:30. That sounds like it's a pretty cool lecture. And then the Badlanders got Blues Monday starting at 9. So that's what I've got for you guys for your events. Up next, we've got Asaph's segment.
In the in the 1960s, they had a slew of genre of spy shows, spy television they called it. Like, for example, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And they had some cool names for these characters like Napoleon Solo, The Avengers with John Steed and Mrs. Emma Pill, Get Smart, Maxwell Smart, It Takes a Thief, Alexander Monday, Mission Impossible, Jim Phelps. But of all of those spy shows, the one that's considered the #1 spy show of all time. We're talking about the television series I Spy with Robert Culp and Bill Cosby. And let's show that clip of them.
We don't have the clip because our computers are running slow. Sorry.
Okay, well then let me just tell you a little about the show. What made I Spy groundbreaking at the time is because a lot of those shows, like Man from U.N.C.L.E., were shot in the Desilu studio, whereas I Spy actually went around the world in real life when they were shooting on location. They also shot some scenes in Vietnam, which was considered taboo at the time to go to that part of the world, but they went there anyway. And this show ran for 3 seasons, and Culp's character was Kelly Robinson, and Cosby's character was Alex Scott. And what they did, they were pretending to be tennis pros and a tennis coach, but in reality they were working as espionage agents for the Pentagon. And they go around the world catching bad guys and stuff. And look how smooth Robert Culp on the right is. He was just the perfect spy in his time. And this show is to television what James Bond was to film. This particular show probably had a bigger following in the 3 years that it was on the air than any other spy show in the 60s. I mean, more people watched this. And another thing that was groundbreaking, it featured the first African-American actor in a lead. So that was groundbreaking too in the early 60s, that Bill Cosby could get an opportunity like that to do this show with the help of Robert Culp. And of course the creator is Sheldon Leonard. He's responsible for shows like the Dick Van Dyke Show and creating all those other comedies. And he was the executive producer for I Spy. So Sheldon Leonard left a great legacy with this show. And I'm hooked on this show. I mean, this is one of my favorite spy shows of all time.
And why did it go off the air after only 3 years if it was so popular?
The travel budget must have been killer.
That was part of it, and just times were changing and other shows were coming along. But I think that this show has left its mark in the spy business, in television history. And also, I got the 2nd season as a Christmas gift this year.
Cool.
Nice.
So I
So
used
you're
to watch
hooked,
this.
you're excited, huh?
Yeah, I used to watch this show all the time when I was a little boy growing up. Like any other little boy, they always watch I Spy. And it had
Nice.
some really cool music. It's too bad you couldn't show that video because I had the theme song.
Oh, I know. Our computer's running slow.
That's okay.
So where can people find out if they want to hear I Spy or watch
Oh, they
I
can
Spy?
just go to YouTube and look up and put I Spy TV show, and it should show up, and it'll say the theme song in there, and they can see it.
Perfect. Nice. Thanks, Asaph.
Sure.
Thank you.
That was Musical Notes with Asaph Adonai. And now we've got some stuff going on Tuesday. Starting at 10:30 over at the public library, we have Tiny Tales. This is a play group for babies ages birth through 3 years. They sing songs and learn finger plays and nursery rhymes and hear stories. Over in the Alps Boardroom, they've got Shooting the Bull Toastmasters. This is a lively meeting that is designed to help improve your public speaking skills and help you become a better leader, a more effective public speaker, and help you out there in the real world. They meet every week. Over in the Alps Boardroom, I have no idea where that is. I'll look it up next time. Sorry, guys. Over at the Montana Distillery, they've got their Mule-tastic Tuesdays. So this is the day where they give back to a different nonprofit in the Missoula, Montana area. They donate $1 from each cocktail sold. And it starts at noon to 8. Over at the public library, they've got a young adult volunteer orientation starting at 3:30. You can learn about ways to volunteer and play games and eat some chocolate. Yeah, they always have chocolate there, which is why the library is so great. Over at Missoula Aging Services, they have a caregiver support group. It starts at 4 p.m., so this is for family members of an older adult or a person with a disability. This is a support group for them. Over in Frenchtown, they've got their Lego club. So that starts at 4 p.m. and you can go over there and play with Legos out in Frenchtown. Yeah, sweet. Learning Center at Red Willow has got their Yoga Warriors class. This is a yoga class designed for veterans and their families, and it's designed to help them with PTSD, anxiety, and sleeping problems. Top Hat Lounge has got the picking circle. This is bluegrass-oriented musicians are invited to go down there and jam out in the seating booth above the sound machine, the sound booth. Sound booth, race seating. You know, yeah. And then over at Imagination Brewing Company, they've got a traditional Irish music at 6 p.m. Public Library has got a community creative writing workshop at 6 p.m. That's from 6 to 7:30 in their makerspace. And then they've got 2 or 3 gaming things. So they have a gaming for grown-ups that starts at 6:30. So it's people that are ages 20 and older. And then they still have got their gaming for ages 19 and under. So pretty much you're just gonna collaborate and just they're all in the large meeting room. So just hang out and just game out. Man, that sounds great. So they have everything you want. They have card games, tabletop games, board games, video games, all the games. Yeah. And then the Good Food Store has got a quick holiday homemade gifts class. Starts at 6:30. Cost is $25. The owner and chef of Fine Cooking Catering, Harriet Eichenholz, will be showing a variety of fun last-minute gifts that you can make and cute ways to wrap and present them. So they're going to be making bread in a jar, chocolate pretzel brittle, citrus salts, salad dressing, toasted coconut sugar, grenadine syrup, doggy treats, Mediterranean olives, and fried Maracona almonds. So they're going to be making a lot of stuff. That sounds awesome. Yeah, it starts at 6:30 at the Good Food Store tomorrow night. And then you can go over to the African dance class at the Senior Center at 7. This is $10 per class or $35 for 4 classes, and they meet every Tuesday. And then over at Mismo Gymnastics, they've got adult trampoline and tumbling for ages, I do believe this is ages 12 and up. $10 if you're a member, $15 if you're a non-member. It starts at 7:30. And then they also have an adult TNT class over at Bitterroots Gym. And that's ages 16 and up, and it's $8 a drop in. So a little cheaper and a little bit of an older crowd. And that's at 7:30. And then there's open kayak at Currents Aquatic Center at 8 p.m. So if you need to brush up on your skills and you're feeling like, feeling a little wobbly, you're all loose because you haven't been kayaking, they go over to Currents. Yeah, it's a variety of cost between like $3 and $6.25, and it's great for the whole family, and it's open. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's what's going on your events in Missoula. Check out MissoulaEvents.net, the University of Montana website, the Independent, and the newspaper. Yeah, the newspaper always has a community calendar as well. But we've got some videos to show you. So over the weekend, I'm just like really sick of the Missoula bar scene. So over the weekend, I went in search of like some cooler planets to check out.
Cooler bars?
Cooler planets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sick of Missoula. I'm just sick of going out. So I wanted to search out cooler planets to find over the weekend. So we have a video of that.
Yeah, but of course nothing's loading, so we can talk about it a little bit. So every Saturday we do a stop animation drop-in for kids 9 to 13 who want to come in, learn some stop animation. We mixture some claymation with some stop action with some
live
toys,
action,
Legos,
green screen, kinetic
oh,
sand.
and one of my favorite, of course, whiteboard stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Whiteboard is one of my favorite for sure.
Yeah. So the kids and I and Scott filmed this. We made a video with MCAT Space Taxi. We made it in front of the green screen.
Yes.
And it's just like me going to different planets and meeting different aliens and looking for cool planets to hang out on because Missoula is so boring.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
I'm just kidding. I love Missoula. But it was really fun. And these are 2 of our regular kids that come in all the time, and they're just so funny. They're so great. They make really funny videos, and I just love hanging out with them.
We would show you the video any second now, but unfortunately we have the beach ball of death.
We do. The spinning beach ball of death is the worst.
Yes.
Well, Scott, what'd you do over the weekend?
Over the weekend, I didn't do too much. I did go out on Friday. I didn't go out. I went out probably about at midnight.
Oh yeah.
And then I just I was like, okay, I'll see you guys later. It was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going home. It's 1:30. I was out for like an hour, and now I'm whatever.
I mean, nothing's really happening until midnight anyway.
Yeah, but nothing good ever happens after midnight.
It's true.
Or It gets earlier and earlier as you get older, for sure.
Nothing good happens after 9.
Nothing good happens after 6. Get the doggy bag in. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Asaph, what'd you do over the weekend?
Recover from this cold I got.
Oh, are you sick?
Oh, I'm fine now. I just sweated out over the weekend. I did one of those Richard Simmons things. Just got up under the heat, put a sweater on, and sweat. I sweat to the heat instead of the oldies. It worked.
Asaph sweating to the heat.
Yep, it worked. I feel fine.
Nice. That sounds good. Well, I studied for a test. It is finals week, you guys. I have a test today.
Oh, yeah?
3.
All you college kids out there are doing all sorts of stuff.
So I studied for a test over the weekend, and then we've got a couple papers to write and a project, and hopefully be done before I know it so I can take care of more things and then leave. I'm very excited to go on vacation.
Oh, yeah? You're going to visit?
I'm going to Mexico, but the new one.
Oh, it might load, might not, who knows?
It might
But of course, throughout the week, we're going to do, I'm going to see if any of the city council stuff holds water to tell you all about it. Wednesday, we're also going to be taping 2 shows that day as well.
Yes, we will. We'll be taping our Christmas special. We'll be showing our Christmas special on the 23rd and 25th. So if you guys will be hanging out at home, you can still check us out on Channel 189 or online at MCAT.org. Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that. We won't tell you what's going to be in it because we don't really know yet.
Oh, man, I'm so tired. It's just Monday. Things just getting started here.
Monday, I know. Monday, it's got that energy to it. Just like sleepy, don't want to start anything. Yeah.
Yeah, this computer must be sleeping then.
I think this computer's asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do your homework, you guys. It's finals week. We only have a few more days before we're free. For a few weeks.
Just for a few weeks.
Yes. This may load. It may come. But over winter session, I'm taking a fashion photography class. I'm very excited about that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that going to be like a 9 to 5 type of class, or?
No, only 9 to noon.
That's good.
Yeah. Yes.
But you were gonna try to take like a sports thing where you're not.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
You just need a lot of time, something that you don't have.
Yeah, and I'd rather do fashion photography than sports reporting.
Fashion photography, I heard it was really fun.
I've heard that too. Yeah. I'm hoping to utilize our fabulous meadow that we have. It's great. If you guys watch our show, then you remember our meadow that we usually rock, and it's really fun. I love our meadow. Yeah, we'll get a quick view on it for you guys.
So here's our meadow. That's a close up.
It's so much fun to run in front of, and it looks great. It really does.
It's pretty sweet. I like it for sure. I'm not gonna do that.
And then
anymore.
we just dropped something.
No, it's just the remote that controls these robotic cameras.
Oh yeah.
It's nice to control like everything from here, but it also makes me look kind of stupid when I'm just like zoom in on my face.
But also, you guys have to remember at home that it's only the 2 of us technical-wise and then the 3 of us here, you know? So, like, Scott and I have, like, cameras while hosting and talking.
Yeah, so if things don't work, you're going to definitely see it. And, of course, I think we're ready to show this, but I'm not entirely sure because as soon as I click this, it will not pop up. Okay, so it will pop up any second now and interrupt me talking. So without further ado, here is Noelle in space.
Noelle in space!
I've never been in this area before. Oh, look! There's a planet! I think I'll check it out.
Oh, just wanted to say hi.
I've been traveling the space trying to look for intelligent life and cool new planets to hang out on. Do you know where I can find some intelligent life?
You can look in the mirror, but you won't find it there.
If you're not going to be helpful, then I'm just going to leave.
Okay.
Noelle in space!
Oh, good. Another planet. Hopefully this one will be better. Huh. I wonder what this looks nice.
table. Oh my god!
Yo, man, cool planet. What's it got going on here?
Cotton candy, free rides, souvenirs, and everything else.
And then
Like what? Any ponies?
It's a train land.
There are no ponies here. Are you serious?
You just need to write down your address. And spaghetti and meatballs. Hey! They're not the line! Ah! Are you hurt?
Noelle in space. Okay, and we'll
We're
have
so
the.
sorry that was painful. We'll have that online.
We'll have that full version online, all
Yeah.
clean, crisp, not like jerky computer crashing all around us. Cats and dogs living together, mass
But
hysteria.
if you guys want to find out more information about Wake Up Missoula, you can check us out online at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You can check us out on our Facebook. You can check us out on Twitter. You can also like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter and on Facebook, and go to MCAT.org to find out more information about us.
So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramf.
I'm Noelle McFoy. Here's Asaph Adonai.